Daniel. I work with Bosch, and I've been there about 10 years now, and currently I'm in the corporate IT sector, which is really across the board, across all sectors. We provide IT and also partially IoT solutions and support for the implementation in the business divisions. Let's go back a few years and look at the challenge that we were actually facing. So basically, we receive tons of business records or otherwise important information by email. Yeah? In Bosch, you can imagine we have something around 9 or 10 million mails per day. Yeah? It's a large corporation, and the problem for us was, or actually is still, that personal mailboxes, Exchange, Outlook, are simply not a suitable location to store this information. Why? Naturally, because no other coworkers or colleagues have access to the personal mailbox, unless you have some setup like a shared or group mailbox. And especially also the firm at large does not have access. So if it comes to e-discovery or simply an associate leaves the company, then we don't have any access. Now, primary use cases you might find are, of course, sales, purchasing, accounting, the well-known ones, but really any interdisciplinary or cross-departmental teams should also create a high transparency in the information used. And file shares are really, as you well probably know, it's so basic, right? It's very cost-effective, yes, but without some additional technologies, technical measures, or even administrative processes like AIM or so on, you just don't have a fully functional document management system. You simply have the storage, right? So let me go real quick to why we actually chose Harmony. This, for you, of course, interesting. And naturally, and I hope this is the same in all of your purchasing decisions, it was just the overall best fit of our requirements to what they had to offer. But let's go specifically and talk about what were those different items. So we wanted the UX to be validated, to be approved. So we gave it to, 77 test users at the time and did a proof of concept and really got feedback live from the users. We tested it, we tried it, and got very good results. The next thing is, from a strategic or management point of view, you don't just want an off-the-shelf product, you want a long-term and a sustainable relationship. So this is what we found also to be the case with Harmony. They're looking for a vendor-customer partnership and not just sales and, that's it. And it fits very, very well to our corporate values and our way of sustainable entrepreneurship as well. So that was a very good fit. And talking about economic viability, of course, as a decision maker, you need to have a business case. And we found that although the financial gain was not the primary reason to purchase Harmony, it was actually to really have sustainable and good records management and fulfill legal obligations and internal requirements. But nonetheless, we still looked at the business case, and we found that depending on the setup and depending on what you use, which browsers, and so on, that you simply save up to 70% of the steps, or gain 70% of productivity when you drag and drop mails. This is one of our primary use cases. When you receive information or a business record by email, you need to drop it into the right SharePoint site. And this is such a hassle if you have two independent applications. And exactly this bridge, what I was talking about, so the integration of SharePoint sites into Outlook, into the #1 place where everybody wakes up in the morning and starts their day in Outlook, that's really one of the benefits. Also the other way around, so people can access their content on SharePoint sites, work with them, open them, even make anything from a new version to a new revision set. And that really allows people to stay in their known environment without having to switch applications. And this again increases the adoption rate of SharePoint as a platform itself, independently of how good or bad or acceptable SharePoint is, but it makes it more accessible for people. And with this new adoption rate, increased use of SharePoint, we also have those benefits that we wanted from SharePoint in the first place. So less volume, less data moved by attachments and sent by version 1, version 2, version final, right? And now people are sending the link and always have the latest version or the latest revision. But we want everybody to use it, to have it, because, as we heard, once you use it, you kind of have to love it, right? So, speaking of love it, what do we do to train people? Not all too much, to be honest, because yes, we do have a Docupedia. We have our internal social media. It's not Yammer, it's based on IBM connections or solutions, and but it's like it's internal social media. So there we have wiki pages and forums and stuff to explain it. We also have a web-based training, an interactive one with video screenshots. We have all that, but it's a self-service. So we push Harmony out to the people, tell them to use it, but after that, they should really just use it, try it, because we found also in the proof of concept when we did the purchasing decision, it's quite intuitive, and people should not study how to use it. They should just use it, and if they have questions, about details, then they can find the information in the appropriate places, or even get in touch with us, with the support team and the project team, via the community or even the help desk.